Admitting defeat is hard, but sometimes it's the necessary medicine to take. And after 5 years of looking at a project that just won't fix itself, I've had enough. Through a divine, higher power, this scout has finally found a knight, not in shining armor, but rather a blue Dickies shirt and some greasy shorts to fix it. Come with me and my trusty cameraman as we forge north to the promised land, and hopefully breathe new life back into this once glorious wizard of the woods. It's time to get fueled up. Finally, the day has arrived that we are going to get this thing. We're taking it somewhere, all right? I never said that I was a mechanic. I don't want to be a mechanic. I love a wash mitt instead of a wrench, all right? Okay, so I got on Facebook the other day. I was trying to buy something, and I come across a guy who's got an ad for I like to work on Scouts. So anyways, come to find out, I had wound up buying some parts off of this guy, his dad, like 15 years ago. How weird is that? I know, it's pretty weird. So this is the deal. He's up in Carthage, Missouri, which I think is about an hour and maybe 15 minutes from here. It's over by Joplin. So what we're gonna do today is I loaded up, I don't know what I even want to call this one. TURD, maybe. I loaded this thing yesterday, got it all ready, but before we take it to him, every time I touch this thing, I wound up looking like I'd been in the Sahara Desert, all right? So I think it'd be nice for Zach if I sprayed this baby off. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then we're gonna jump on the road, and we're gonna floor it. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yeah, all right, come on, let's do this. Trying to sleep. I think we did good. I think that was a wise move. I hate working on filthy stuff. There's only one other thing we got to do is get that cobweb off there. I've got a new glass for it. I need to get that out so it doesn't be broken on the trip. Ah, there it is. Open sesame. How many wasps do you think are really angry that their house is getting moved right now?
Definitely a couple.
Don't break. What's that song by No Doubt? Don't break. I know you're taking the glass out, and it's wet and slippery. You're a short guy standing on a trailer. How can I get a 9th degree cut doing this? Okay, cameraman. We got the glass in. We've got
the keys to the Scout.
Oh yeah, they're in it.
That's something dumb I'd probably forget.
I came here a long time ago and I bought a Scout off of, this is all starting to make sense. I'm like, I've seen this before. I came out into the middle of the woods and bought a Scout. It was a SS2 Super Scout. And the guy had a field, it was his dad's stuff. The guy had a field of derelict shitty cars, and Don came with me, and Don wound up buying a station wagon, a Ford Fairmont station wagon off this guy. But before Don came up here, I negotiated the price, and I got that car for $200. Don put a battery in it and messed with the carburetor, and it ran and drove. It's pretty cool. Oh, look in the field, baby.
That's a bunch of scouts.
Get excited, cameraman. What's going on, man? Zach? Craig? Nice to meet you. He's recording on that camera. I hope that doesn't bother you.
Not so much.
Okay, cool. Man, all right, Carthage, beautiful place.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's
County
not bad.
seat.
Looks like you've got it. You were easy to spot from the road because all the coolness you've got in the back.
There's a few of them back there.
Cool.
Trying
cool.
to save them all.
Yeah, I love it. Let's back up. How did you get into this? And I'll talk a little bit about, after this, about how I met you guys.
Well, so my dad had a Scout, and he drove it for like 5-6 years, I don't remember exactly. And we got rid of it, and then of course I had fond memories of riding around in it as a kid. So when it came time for my first car, I was like, I want a Scout.
Yeah.
And then you know how it is, when you buy one, all of a sudden there's 3.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot.
11. Yeah.
So that's how we got here. It just kind of settled into a little place, and it's been all down or uphill, however you want to say.
Okay, so let's rewind probably maybe close to 15 years. I was on Craigslist looking for some parts. I had a 79, but I needed a few odds and ends, and I was going to restore it, and it was Grenoble. It actually started life as yellow, but I wanted to paint it Grenoble green.
Okay.
So I got on Craigslist, and your dad had some stuff listed, and it was up in, and I always get the name of this wrong, Osawatomie? Osawatomie, okay. Yep. Kansas.
Yep.
And I remember going, no, it's not that far, and about 5 hours later, I was like, it's getting kind of far.
Yeah.
But anyways, I bought a bunch. You were in college, so you weren't there, and your dad was like a FedEx or a UPS driver or something like that. And so anyways, he said, I bought a set of wheels, I bought a steering wheel, and the grill for an 80 model.
Okay.
And so I painted the grill, and I did all the things, and I tore that truck down, and it was a long process, and I'd actually documented it with pictures. I was younger then, I had more energy and more vigor. I don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
So, but hence why you're here.
Hey.
And why we're meeting.
Right time, right place.
Exactly. But I thought that was pretty cool. So when I'm looking on Facebook not too long ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, I see an ad that says, I work on Scouts, or something along that line.
Yeah.
And then I look at the name and I'm like, this can't be. And so here it is.
Yeah. Moved south for a warmer climate.
I think you were in college, and your dad said that this was how you were supporting like some of your college lifestyle was by selling parts.
Yeah, just making tuition and burgers.
That's awesome, man.
So
that's what a great success story. Normally, this would be the part where we go on a tour and hear about how Zach got into Scouts and what he does to them at his shop now. But since the algorithm wants you to stay here longer, we're going to cut to Zach checking out the TURD for the first time and then putting it on the lift. We will come back to the tour, and you're not going to want to miss it. Okay, so...
And it is solid, isn't it?
Yeah, I bought this one out of, I believe it's out of Texas. And the reason why I have not gotten rid of it, because it's been a pain in the face, I'm not gonna lie. It just doesn't wanna, I had a new wiring kit put in it, new poly fuel tank, new fuel line, new carburetor, new fuel pump, all that stuff, and it just doesn't wanna. I take this thing off, people go, is it vented, is it not vented? The tank always wants to create a vacuum on it. Let's see, I put a front seal on the engine because it was leaking pretty bad there. When the motor's running, it actually sounds pretty good.
345?
304.
304, okay.
It's manual 3-speed, no power steering, no power brakes. So,
geared pretty low, probably.
I think so, yeah. The very first one I ever had was built exactly like this. Same year, same creature comforts, which are none.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that one. And so I kind of jumped on this one. I bought this during COVID era, I think. And so it's been sitting that long.
Yeah.
But as far as, I mean, open up the door, we're looking at no rust in the rockers.
Yeah.
It has that one little spot up in the front left that they all do.
Yep. And the kick panel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super solid for sure.
I had a guy, all the cab mounts are cherry in it. I had a guy out of Maryland try to buy it off of me.
I'll bet.
And I almost had it sold to him. We'd gone through all the song and dance. I'd had enough beer on a Friday night to where the price came down.
Yeah.
But the guy was he wound up being a real jerk towards the end. And I just was like, I'm not going to give you something. I'm not going to take a hit on it. And you treat me like I'm, step kid. So
cool. I'm glad you still got it.
Yeah, and this is heaven sent, I'm telling you, because I don't have time. I always say this, I'm a wash mitt mechanic. I want to wash it. I'll sand this thing. I'll do the body work. I'll paint it. Yeah. I love doing all that stuff. And I will do mechanical work if it'll play nice. But whenever I have to do the same thing 4 and 5 times, I'm like, forget it. Just send it to the expert. So.
Well, sometimes they are just problem children.
If this thing will start, run, turn off, and then start again, that's what I'm looking for. And if I can drive, you know what I mean? I just want to be able to go from here to that stop sign. If I want to do it 50 times in one day, it will do it, right? And I understand it's not going to start like an LS, and I get all that. I can manage my expectations that way. But it's got a new radiator. All of the things that, they're simple. It's got all the new parts for the simplicity of what it is. But then, like I said, I would enjoy just turning on some tunes, running a sander over this, priming this thing, picking whatever color I want to paint it. Yep. Going back that way. Okay. I've had this is number 29. They haven't all been nice.
Yep.
A few have been. And so, anyways.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking at.
Very cool.
You want to take a look underneath the hood and see if I...
For sure.
If I left something back in the... back on the interstate.
Don't go back. Yeah. Non-power.
Yeah.
You want to leave it like that?
Power steering would be nice. Yeah. I don't care about power brakes. Yeah. I kind of like that. These feel good. I went through and I did all the brake lines, soft. The hards, I rebuilt the brakes. It's drum all the way around. Okay. It's 73. So it stops really well.
Okay.
Like I said, new radiator. I think that's a 350 cm carb.
Cool. It does run now, right?
Yeah. You got to fill the float bowl, and then it will. But then it's even cantankerous. Then somebody put a plumber's special there on that heater pipe.
Yeah. That
might need a little addressment. I don't need to tell you this, but I've set back some decent amount of money for this thing. So
okay.
I'm not that but we'll take it one step at a time. I just sold a 78 Mustang, and I was going to go buy some other car, and I thought, why not just finish one project?
Yeah, that's so hard to do.
It's awful.
Especially if you've got an IH or Scout addiction, you're like, look at this one that just popped up.
Yes.
And you're like, oh man, why don't I just finish that one that's just like it?
Yes, yeah. This is, I think, the worst spot on the thing.
Okay.
And it's, that I'll take care of that whenever I get it back. But
okay. Super solid, that's for sure.
See, cameraman, we shouldn't, isn't it a good thing? You tried to get me to sell that thing in the yard sale that I just had. Do I let it go or do I keep it?
This one, I wouldn't mind seeing it not here anymore.
I mean, I would say, just being honest, it's probably the best body that I've ever seen.
Really?
And I'm from a little bit north of here, but
I'm buying you a lunch on the way home because I just got the best compliment I've had in, well.
You called it a turd before.
Well, that was a term of endearment, cameraman.
it's hard to find them. You know, maybe the guys from Texas will disagree with me, but
yeah,
I do not find them like this.
Wow. Okay, so I was going to sell this thing for $5,800 to the guy in Maryland.
Yeah.
Would he have been taking me to the woodshed?
I mean, how long ago was that?
Maybe 3 months ago.
Yeah, that'd been all right. That'd been a good deal.
For him?
Yeah.
Not for me?
Yeah, no. No.
What's the, now that was, I started out at 7,000.
Yeah.
And then he caught me on a Friday. My wife was out of town and I had the house to myself. I was watching YouTube videos, Dennis Collins doing his thing on Coffee Walk on Friday. And then this guy said, what's it gonna take? And I just fired off $5,800.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, cool.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd been good.
So
I'd give you $5,850. For sure.
Okay.
And I'd have come and got it. You wouldn't even have to bring it to me.
All right, perfect.
Let's throw it on the lift and
Okay.
just get a better look at it from underneath.
Okay, perfect.
Brake lights work.
That's the best it's behaved in probably ever.
I was gonna say, I'm not even gonna charge you for that.
Yeah. All right, I guess I'm gonna go back home. It's fixed. Is there anything more flat than your love life or last night's beer? Well, if you're like me, there's about 15 other reasons why you need this. With Auxito, their battery, lithium battery, air pump, portable air pump, we're about to see if we can make our lives what I'd like to call mucho facile. For those of you who don't know German, that's Mexican for easy. Here we go. All right. I just hit the power button. Look at these fancy little numbers and letters and all this kind of stuff turns on. I'm gonna hit it one more time. It's got a little symbol for a car. Gus, what do you think that's gonna do? As we can see, picture of a car. We're set to 35 pounds. All of a sudden, what's happening, camera, man, girl? Look at this. It's starting to go where? We've been doing this maybe a minute and a half. We're up to 18 pounds. There we go, look at this. 35 pounds of pressure. All of a sudden, just shut off automatically. Now, this is a trailer tire, so it wants a little bit more pressure. So you know what I'm gonna do over here? Look at this, camera lady. I'm gonna go through my settings here. Is it a motorcycle? Yes or no? Exactly. Is it a bicycle?
No.
No. Is it a basketball?
No.
Okay. Is it a person's head?
What the heck?
I don't know. Let's try it. What the hell? You only live once, right? Here we go. It doesn't get much more easier or fun than this. In fact, when my wife gets home from being gone on a vacation, what's the first thing she wants to do? Hug me? Kiss me? Nope. She wants to air me up, baby. So, all right. Remember whenever I told you everything in my life is flat? Well, I might have been exaggerating a little. No, I'm not. I want to shoot this. This is a basketball, it's for the pool. I mean, I could shoot it right now like this, but it wouldn't be as much fun. Auxito is gonna tell me how I can have a lot more fun in my life. Here we go, look at that. A bicycle? No. Auxito, do you love me? Auxito, let's have a party. What is happening in my life right now? Auxito, would you like to date Alexa anytime soon? Look at this. How long did that take? I'm guessing, I don't know.
10 seconds.
20, maybe, at the most. Watch this. What should I get him, camera lady?
Free 15% off Auxito.
15% off Auxito.
Oh, well, good thing that
The beauty of this thing called life is that you're still gonna get 15% off of Auxito, right? Auxito for the win. Son of a, didn't Auxito tell me third time's a charm? And then you get 15% off, 3, 2, 1. God bless America. Okay, all right, just type in 15, fueled up, 15% off. Don't be flat. Nobody likes flat.
is your head sweating.
Yeah, what is that dog doing? He's drinking pool water. Auxito, do you sell dog bowls for water? Such a good little Auxito. You're a good boy. Good boy. Now go blow everybody up, Auxito. Be a good boy. I feel the hate dissipating off of this thing. Do you? Or am I just crazy from the heat?
It's incredibly solid. It is incredibly solid.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's really no.
Here, let me see.
It might be, I mean, it might be a little thin there, but seems really good. No inner rocker rust at all. Nothing from the floor pans. Your rear cab mounts are super solid. Floor, super solid. I mean, just got stuck a few times.
Yeah.
The only thing is the rear frame cross member's a little out of line. But yeah, body-wise, I mean, this thing is a dream.
Okay, perfect.
There's probably a little bit of Bondo or rust or something in this lower quarter.
I would think.
Both sides.
Yes.
You can kind of see, but.
Yeah.
And there might be a little in here maybe, but it doesn't look like it here to me. But yeah.
But the fact that it's not on the inside over here, you know,
Yeah.
right in here. This is what, when I saw this thing, my brother actually bought it. And it, like I said, it was during COVID time, and he was gonna flip it. And he said, come down here and take a look at it. Tell me what I need to ask for it. And so whenever I looked at it, I said, I think I got a buyer for you.
Yeah.
And it was that
sure.
fast. And I have, like I said, whenever I pull it out from the lean-to, I'm like, the body lines are straight on it and
Yeah.
crisp. And I was like, I'll be hard to find another one in this condition. Why not just go through with the mechanical stuff? And
Yeah, getting harder and harder every day.
yeah.
I'm bringing some parts rigs home, and I look at them and I'm like, I don't know what I bought here. A set of axles. Sometimes, usually when you get into them, everything's trashed from wheel bearings being loose. Anyways. So.
Yes. So and I don't want to be that guy that's back in my day, but these things, a truck like this, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Are we looking at $2,000 maybe?
15 years ago, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
25 years ago,
500.
$500.
Mm-hmm. My first one I ever bought was $500.
Yeah.
And it was in shape very similar to this. And
Yeah.
I scratched it with some sanding pads, and I painted it green, and I put a black rally stripe on it. And nobody had seen them back then. It was like 15 years ago. They were, you know, and people, I'd pull up to the beer joint and they'd go, it's pretty cool. I used to run those in the woods and trash them.
Yep.
Never see one that nice anymore, you know.
my dad said he paid like $500 and drove his home, and that would have been like 94, 95. And then when we started kind of messing with him, he's like, I thought mine was rusty, but it really wasn't that bad.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Some of them, once you get north of this area, it gets pretty rough pretty quick. And when you get up towards Des Moines,
I can only imagine.
It's really tough.
Yeah.
People come down here and they're like, oh, look at this is great. And I'm like, it's okay. And if people from Des Moines saw this, they would think it had already been restored.
Yeah, they would be like, just put a boat tank in it and let's go somewhere.
Yep.
Don't even screw with the windshield.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're wanting a bumper?
Yes, sir.
Spring bushings? And
Sure.
frame
Yes,
bushings?
whatever you see there, sure.
These are the frame bushings don't look so terrible, but the springs are definitely worn out.
Yeah.
You want to replace that? They make new ones these days with, they're greasable, but they're not, you can't change out the ends.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I think just a stock one is like $200.
Okay, cool.
Or you can get an HD one from Anything Scout or Edge Parts or whatever.
No, yeah, go ahead. If it's preventable maintenance, and it will.
That one looks like it got used.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Either got used to get pulled out or it hit a rock. Which you could straighten it, but I mean, these are 52 years old.
Yeah. No, I agree.
53 now.
I hear you.
Same thing with this. These are serviceable though, and that one's pretty straight. So new tie rods.
Okay, sure, yeah.
And then you went through everything brake-wise?
Yes, I did, yeah. And this one, I don't know, maybe from sitting, but it's
A little stiff.
It's stiff.
Do you want to go through this thing hub to hub? And minus, I'm sure the bearings inside here are good.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. I think I checked the wheel bearings in it whenever I had it. I can't remember, it's been a while ago. But yeah, that was one thing whenever I did my very first one, whenever I got it back on the road, left me stranded on a trip because of wheel bearings. Do you do cut and turns on these things?
I have.
Yeah.
I've done a bunch of them.
Is that, I don't know if I'm going to
Take you
jack
for a
this
ride
one
in that
up.
one.
Yeah.
You can make a decision for yourself.
And so it's a good idea.
It's amazing. That was the first one that I ever did. I did the LS swap, I did the cut and turn. And like this truck here, I don't necessarily think like that big of a deal because you're talking about 31s and stock height and stuff like that. And they seem to do pretty well without it. But if you're gonna put any sort of a lift kit on it, it sure does help a lot. Yeah. And it helps. It makes it feel more like a more modern car. It's just got that return to center that you're used to these days.
What's the price on something like that?
$1,200. But if you're pulling it all apart, then that would be absorbed to some degree.
Yeah. Well, if you've got to take it apart and get in there, then just go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, it is one of the, a lot of people say it's the first thing you should do. Because any of them.
So a lot of the ones I've had, I'm like, life insurance, I'm about to use it, just because of that.
Yeah.
But I know what's going to wind up happening. I'll get it on the ground, I'll put new tires on it, and then I'll immediately go, let's put a 2.5-inch lift on it.
Yep. Yeah, I was going to say, like, you do want to put a 2.5-inch lift on it, don't you?
Yeah.
I do love an old Grandpa Scout that's just original and can be, awesome, but you put a 2.5-inch lift on them and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like Hulk Hogan without a mustache.
Yeah. Okay, and then figure out the fuel.
Yes.
So there's no other vent coming off the tank, right?
Just
this? You got all this hooked up?
Yeah, all that's hooked up. And then I started thinking, what if it's a dirt dauber inside one of those? Because all that stuff was all off of it whenever I got it, and I'm like, so it can't vent. And then I went, But the very first one I ever had was not an evap tank deal, and it ran fine. I put a poly tank in it, and so I'm like, screw the evap stuff. What is its real purpose? I mean, to get the smell off, it's going to be, but I mean, anyways, I'll leave that up to you. You're the scientist on that. I'm just the idiot with the bank account.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, your exhaust is all good, right?
Yeah, I've got a really good muffler shop down in Fayetteville, and I'll put
Razorback?
Yeah. Do you know those guys?
Send everybody from here to them.
Seriously?
Yep.
I love
they do
those
good work.
guys. I love them.
I worked on a Scout a couple years ago that had it, and I was like, man, who did this? And he's like, Razorback down in Fayetteville. And I was like, this is the best I've seen in a while.
I did a video. They did my little AMX, AMC AMX, and they cooked me a Cajun chicken pasta right next to the lift while the one dude's welding, the other guy's over there whipping up a thing, and
I'll have to run down there. If I could get them to throw together like some kits, that'd help me out a lot.
Yeah.
Bump stops?
Please. Yes.
Those ones ain't stopping nothing.
No. Which it'll be a mall crawler once it's all said and done, so they'll never get touched, but well, no. Hold on, wait. That brings me to this point here. Okay, tell us about your event that you have every year.
So, Rally in the Ozarks. It's a vintage 4x4 event down in Seymour, Missouri at the Southern Missouri Off-Road Park. It's for 1990 and older-ish vehicles, and we spend a day running back roads, and then we do whatever difficulty trail you want to do. We've got everything from stock trucks like this running around to trucks on 37s. The park's got everything. Feed you, guide you on the trails, whatever. And then we do a big raffle giveaway at the end of the weekend and try and give away some money to Shriners. So
perfect, awesome. What's the date on that?
October 9th and 10th this year.
Okay, and it's out of Seymour.
Yep, Southern Missouri Off-Road Park in Seymour, Missouri.
Seymour, Missouri.
Very nice park. Not your average off-road park. This place looks like something out of a magazine. Okay,
perfect. Now, I've been FOMOing this thing for years because this pile of truck has been underneath the old lean-to. So, I don't want to put you in a full court press, but, all right, everybody who's paying attention, I know, I've finally got off my ass and I put the thing on a trailer and it's here, it's crossing, Archangel Michael has it now, okay? This is what I'm thinking. Maybe we can make a date, this thing could make it to that rally.
Okay.
That would be amazing. I don't want to put you, not to overuse the term binder, but I don't want to put you in that predicament of, we can, but man, that would be so cool. I don't care, obviously, if it goes with this perfect paint job, this factory paint, but if it can go on that thing, you know how much fun that would be?
It's a blast. If you've got something like this sitting around, get it ready, get it going, because it is so much fun.
If I can't make it in this, then the Jeepster will go.
There you go.
If that's cool with you guys. I won't get kicked in the shins for showing up.
It's not just a Scout event.
Okay.
It's anything pre-1990. So we had, we do have a lot of Scouts, but we had some Blazers. My dad's got an 89 Bronco that he basically put some tires on, got it running, and had a blast out on the trails. We had, the most unique one is we had a guy from South Carolina drive a like 75 Volvo, basically like a Unimog, but the Volvo version.
Wow.
Drove it from South Carolina and then wheeled it all weekend and then drove it
then
back.
had to drive it home,
Yeah, awesome. He was hardcore. Super cool dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a blast.
Okay.
You don't know how much fun it is until you're out there.
Well, that's on my to-do list. So, the only other thing I noticed on this is that the clutch engages pretty high. I don't know if it's got an adjustment on it or if we're at the.
They have a little bit. 373s. Yep. That's good.
Nice. 370. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. Pretty much right where you want to be, 354, 373.
I always think of these as like 308s with that, but with the 3-speed though.
Yeah, and on the low options, you can tell it was somebody ordered it. Whereabouts did it come from originally?
I don't know where it came from originally. I got it, or my brother got it out of Texas. So, and with it being yellow, that was pretty much like the cheapest color.
Yeah, I bet it came out of like Arkansas or something, and it was somebody's you know.
It'd be cool to get the LST on it and see.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's always interesting.
Yeah. Now, through the magic of teleportalization, we are back in the shop going on a tour and learning more background details about Zack and his passion for scouts, his builds, and what the future holds for his business. Well, do you mind if we do a tour?
It's fun.
All right, cool. Lead the way.
Okay. Well, we've got some projects going on right now. I've got a patina build with an LS swap. It's we're just kind of picking at it as we go.
Yeah.
And then that's the wife scout there.
Oh, nice.
It's always an ongoing project.
Yeah.
Just started this one this morning, so it's another patina build, and we'll be doing pretty much frame down restoration on it.
Okay.
And then I think he's just gonna drive it the way it is. So this is all like chemicals and stuff that I keep for working on stuff over there. And then the parts start here. We got a lot of Scout 2 stuff. That's mostly what I'm working on, but I do have a lot of pickup, like 69 to 75 pickup stuff. And then a few 8800 things, but not much left. You know, those used to be so popular that I saved back enough to build this truck, and I've never really, I don't know. I don't go after those much. I don't have very many parts for them, but they used to be good.
They're not really my favorite.
Yeah.
How long have you been here in this operation?
Almost 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do people find out about you?
That's a good question. I keep a Facebook ad going, so that's one thing, but here lately I've just been getting cold called, and I don't know how people are finding.
Well, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
you got to be enjoying that. That's
It's interesting.
Yeah. Well, also being, do you have employees? Do you have people?
No, it's just me.
Okay. So then maybe whenever the phone rings, you might be like,
I'm just like, yep, that's me, and yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, bring it up.
Okay. Yeah. Hence why I'm here.
Yeah.
So this one you brought in today, and you just started ripping it.
Yep. This is a customer's truck, and they, like I said, we're going to do a reverse shackle from IH Parts America on it. We've got a good running 1980 345 with a 4-speed. So the plan is to get that reverse shackle done here shortly. Then we'll send the frame off to powder coat. Once I get everything situated, powder coat it, come back, just reseal the engine and start building it up. And then we somehow got to try and make these 35s fit.
Yeah.
Or we may have to downsize, I don't know, but
yeah, that's a lot of meat. Yeah.
Body lift, little body lift. May have to do a little extended shackle in the back. We'll see what happens.
Sure. I like the, this is a Travelette?
So that is actually a Wagon Master.
A Wagon Master, okay.
Yeah, and those are kind of cool, but I guess you would call it a flop.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it's the same thing as an Avalanche or a Honda, whatever those are.
Yeah, Ridgeline or something.
So
yeah.
Everybody always likes to say their favorite car was ahead of its time, right?
Sure.
So maybe International was ahead of its time.
Yeah, they're definitely different. It's just a travel all right.
Yeah.
It's been cut.
Yeah.
And
I can't remember if it was this model or something else, but somebody told me that like some of the guys on the line just made, I want to say it was one of these, but I could be wrong. Just kind of made it. And then somebody was like, yeah, let's make a few more. That's, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe it was the Wagon Master.
It looks to me like the first guy who did it either had too much beer or ran out and went to go get some more, and he just left it at that. Yeah, but
so the seam where the cab meets the inside, there's just like a good quart of body filler.
Really?
You know, seam sealer.
Yeah, from the factory.
Yeah. It's a bunch.
So is this a customer's rig?
Nope, this is mine. Okay. I bought it a few years back, and just, they're really not like, everybody likes them or thinks they're cool, but they're really not worth anything.
Yeah.
Which is why I own it.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, I'm just kind of trying to figure out. It's it's really not too bad from here forward, rust-wise, and then it is super bad, like even worse than it looks from here back.
Yeah.
This is the good side.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The other side's much worse.
This is.
So, I've tried and tried. I'm not good enough to make these body panels.
Yeah.
And I don't want to pay what
No.
it would cost.
Yeah.
So, I'm toying with the idea of some sort of like a pre-runner.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it gets pretty.
Does it run and drive?
It did when I bought it. And then it had a 392, and then it's got an automatic and the Dana 65 lug rear. Okay. So pretty much the closest thing you can get to a hot rod from International. And I don't know, I prefer the LS swap if it makes sense. And I think this one it makes sense in.
Sure. Yeah.
So.
What's the story on this one?
This one was a really weird Scout. It was a two-wheel drive, 4-cylinder, non-power steering, automatic from western Kansas. And the engine had blown up in it, and then they put it in the back and it caught on fire, like a field fire or something. And so you can kind of see on the other side that the graphics kind of gotten burned off. And so from the door back, it was just really bad. And the floor had like sunk down to the axle. Axle was all locked up from heat and all that. So I pulled it off, kind of went through all the suspension, made it a 4-wheel drive, went through the axles, and then LS swapped it. This was my first LS swap that I ever did. And this is where I caught the bug. And yeah, it's been taken apart and put back together a couple times. But just a fun cruiser. It's still got 307 gears in it.
Yeah, that's nice.
So it gets like 21 miles a gallon, and still we dynoed this engine at 240 rear wheel horsepower. So it gets down the road and gets good mileage.
Is it a 5.3?
Yeah, 5.3 with 200 and probably close to 40,000 miles on it at this point.
Yeah. Do you use the 4L60s?
Yep. So this is
oh, nice.
not as finished as I would like it to be, but it's getting there.
When the hood's down, they're all finished, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
trying to work on getting a wiring harness made that I like, a little bit different than just the generic ones you can get.
Sure.
So
now, what types of you said this was your first one. What were some of the roadblocks that you ran into of trying to put these in?
The first roadblock is it's not as cheap as you've heard or read online, but it's not terrible. The second roadblock's definitely the transfer case. You got to find either that 9091 Suburban transfer case, or like that's the way to just bolt it on and go. From there, you start doing different sorts of equations, and you can make, I think at this point, 3 or 4 different things work. So luckily I did find that Suburban, parted it out, got the transfer case.
Yeah.
I use the Anything Scout engine mounts and transmission mounts and their radiator. And if anybody's wanting to do it themselves, I always start there.
Yeah.
You know, either by them, or I think Scout Co makes an engine mount kit. But the time that you save just using the motor mount kit is worth every penny.
That's what I'm looking at down here, and I've talked to Sean several times over at Anything Scout, and you know, their stuff comes with a premium price tag, but whenever you're not having to do anything,
yeah,
and it is reliable, and you know, to me it's worth it.
The first night that I decided I was going to do this LS swap, since the engine was, you know, junk and all that, I spent, you know, 3-4 hours making it to where I thought it would work. And at the end of the day, I was like, okay, well, 3-4 hours, these things could have been done.
Yeah.
You know, and it literally only takes, if you follow their directions, I mean, you're talking cutting motor mounts off and welding yours in. It cannot take you more than a couple hours.
Wow, see, that's awesome.
And
yeah,
and really, if you got the body off, it's like 30 minutes.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, so I always say start there. There's been some things really come out. If you're doing a junkyard swap and budget swap, there's been a lot of products come out lately. Like, you don't need the steam port in your radiator anymore. You can buy the cheap little adapter to get you a steam port, and so you could use a cheap radiator anymore. Wiring harnesses have gotten cheap. This is an Amazon wiring harness.
Really?
Yeah, this is only $230, and the only thing I had to change was this connector on the mass airflow wasn't quite right, but change that out and depinned it, and it's $230 wiring harness.
Yeah, I see where you've got your computer, your ECM.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room under the dash on these Scouts, so I think you kind of got to keep it in the engine bay. I would like to put the fuses inside.
Yeah.
That would be that's my plan eventually.
I've got a Jeepster Commando that a guy did an LS swap on, and everything is basically the same.
Yeah.
Just the same. Because, yeah, you're just so cramped for space underneath there. They didn't factor in this back in the day. So.
Yeah. And there's not as much room as you would think, you know? You think about that big 345.
Yeah.
And then you think, oh, it's just kind of a small block Chevy, essentially, adapted. But there's not a lot of room.
Basically, what you're telling me right here is I just need to give you a pile of cash. Just do the same thing.
Small pile. Yeah, it is super fun. I love putting together old IH engines, and the sound of them and how smooth they run is awesome. But you know, people always want to like compare, and it's just not.
No.
They're not really the same game.
No. What does a swap like this cost if you were going to break it down for somebody?
To do it themselves or to take it here?
To bring it to you and say, hey, I'm going to do this for you.
There's variations, but at the end of the day, you're going to be close to 30.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's like a crate engine and a rebuilt transmission and exhaust and all that, you know. Unfortunately, you know, a lot of the transmissions are usually bad, those 4L60s. The transfer case, unless you can find that 9091 Suburban, that transfer case is going to cost you $500 to $1,000 in itself.
Yeah. Now, all that stuff adds up quick, and it really does for the dreamers out there who are like, I can get that done for $5,800.
Yeah.
It's like, go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
And then, but I also want you to, like, after you get it done, how many more do you want to do after that? Yeah. Probably not many.
This one, when I first did it, I kept somewhat decent track, and from using anything Scout's engine mounts, and then just Amazon and, you know, making a lot of the other stuff, I was able to do this one for about 3 to 4, somewhere in there, but that was almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was also me reworking my own harness, which some of those harnesses, I tried reworking one not too long ago, and it wasn't worth the time, and it was all ate up in spots. And so this isn't, you know, these engines and these computers and harnesses aren't coming out of new trucks.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this engine is 21 years old this year, I think.
Yeah.
So it runs great, but everything's getting more expensive, and these are getting harder and harder to find.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are stepping into the Gen 4, but these are very simple. And
exactly, and you know, when you start to look at the pitfalls that GM's having with some of their newer engines, that makes these more desirable. People are circling back and going, you know, I'll put a power adder on it if I really need to. You know, but
I just finished up a customer's swap, and he had a stage 2 cam in it, and was rowdy.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Well, I think that's it. I just need to trade some money with you to get you started off on the right foot, and then then we got to get out of here, cameraman. I got another shoot later on this afternoon, and hint, hint, it's a 4-wheel drive, but it's not your regular 4-wheel drive. So, all right, Zach, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, if you guys need any Scout stuff, get a hold of Zach here. What's the best way people can reach you?
Phone number 913-731-6715.
There you go.
Text or call.
Carthage, Missouri. So, all right, don't go anywhere. You'll see me in a second. This is where we're going to leave you in the 73 Scout for this episode. But don't worry, we will be back soon to check on the progress. While you're here, don't leave. Stay around. Check out a few more fueled up episodes. As always, thank you for watching. We will see you in the next one. See ya!